When he said it, he was right though.
He was right.
He was
And
right.
look at DJ Avi now. He tried to be your own boss and is indicted by the feds. He's on the feds list. Let's put it this way. He wasn't indicted. Dame Dash. Dame Dash is a frequent on our show. He's been a couple of times here. This time around, it's about...
We've commented on him on a couple of times. He's never been to our show.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Because we're bosses around here.
Again? What did you say?
I said because we're bosses around here.
That is true.
We're
That
our
is
own
true.
boss.
We're our own bosses. That's how DJ Avi crashed out. When he heard this guy commenting about him not being a boss.
Hey, say what you want. Say what you want about Dame. When he said it, he was right though.
He was right.
He was
and
right.
Look at DJ Avi now. He tried to be your own boss and is indicted by the feds. He's on the feds list. Let's put it this way. He wasn't indicted. He's on the fed list with the fat boy. Fair use.
I think people really don't understand that from that third of reasonable doubt for the last over 10, 15 years, I wasn't receiving any royalties, And the reason why was because, I had found some money that they didn't tell me about. And, I took it because I knew that I would never get paid. There was no intention of me ever getting paid. And I don't feel like playing over that asset. No one showed up. And the state made a bid for it of $1 million. And that's really what it was worth. So if I'm making $120,000 a year, and let's say at a 10 times multiple, that's what usually things are bought for, it'd be worth like 1.2. What this really taught me was that in the world, homie isn't as big as he portrayed. I thought more people would be interested in buying it because of the art value of it. And that's the only thing I was selling. Because of how everyone portrays they love this dude, if they really loved him like that, I thought some collector like the Wu-Tang thing, like Wu-Tang is love. People really value them a certain way. When people will buy a piece of a piece of vinyl that no one can have for, $25 million, that's love. There was no love. I thought people would at least show up. No one even showed up. So I'm like, wow. They're really portraying themselves to be a lot bigger paws than they are. Because no one showed up. It didn't even get market value. Now, that could be because of, all that bullshit that they put in the newspaper. But they didn't even buy it. Now, he supposed to have it. The floor was $3 million. So why didn't he buy it? If he, I just don't understand the play. They now have the state, for now, I guess, as a partner. If I could sell it, I thought people really loved Homeboy Paws way more than they did. People did not show up. Drake did put a bid in for $6 million, but then he disappeared. And so I'm like, damn. Well, I don't know what happened. But other than that, everybody else was, no serious people were like, no one wanted that shit. Period. And when you go and look at the numbers, like the people that buy and acquire people's catalog went to look and they were like, first of all, we can't get no numbers, but the numbers that I'm hearing, it's not worth more than $1 million. I'm like, I know.
So he's talking about his share in the legendary album that was dropped on the Rockafella album. Rockafella Records. The reasonable doubt the rights to that, or 1/3 of the rights to the money it generates, or at least the rights of the record. It's right now. It was on auction because of his debts, and apparently Drake was the only one who put up 6 million and then disappeared. And now it's the state who's buying it for 1 million. RJ.
Yeah, when Drake put the money up, he wasn't expecting the backlash he's been getting as a result of Kendrick's attack on him. So, but hey, I do think that if we're talking about like greatest artists, I think Jay-Z definitely has a I don't know how to say it. I wouldn't compare, although he's bigger than Wu-Tang, for example. I think what he meant for hip hop was less than Wu-Tang.
I think you mean the cult following. That's what you're trying to say.
Cult following, let's say impact. I think, for example, that Kanye had more impact than Jay-Z did. But Jay-Z was, not to say that Jay-Z didn't have an impact, but okay, let me give you an example, if I may.
Wu-Tang is a community.
Steph Curry changed the way basketball is being played.
Mm-hmm.
Klay Thompson as well, they both did it, but Steph is like the point, usually, he's point and shooting three, so he's crazy. Anyone else who follow him playing that same style will not have the same impact as Steph did, because Steph already paved the way. I don't see the cult following, yes, but I think I want to say a bit more than that. So Jay-Z is one of the best. Definitely, if you look at his catalog, he has great hits. You can also see him transition, the various phases of his life. So he has great records. I'm just saying, I don't think the impact is as much as Wu-Tang or Kanye or even Nas, I would say.
I think still it comes down to having a community, a cult following. Jay-Z has Wu-Tang. People play Wu-Tang. It's like a lifestyle. Kanye created a lifestyle around himself with clothes. What's that?
Nothing.
With clothes and clothing, shoes, music. And Jay-Z has that much less than all of them. You have raps, but other than that, Wu-Tang has a logo. Jay-Z doesn't have a logo, and all those small things. It's those small things that create a brand rather than only being I won't say even just a rapper, but it's more. Jay-Z is he said it in his song, he's a businessman. And rather, Wu-Tang is a movement. Kanye, Yeezys, it's also a movement. So I think that's the big difference there. I didn't expect, like I said, I think we talked about this bid for the bidding war or whatever bidding that was going on, the auction. I'd said already before, it would be crazy if someone is paying him above market value. Currently, the money you would get from it is limited also in the future, because I think the rights are forfeited towards the artist somewhere in 2029 or something like that. So you would only have 4 years to recoup this money. So yeah, I didn't expect it to go that route. The fact that Drake came in to put up 6, that's typically Drake. doing weird stuff because he bought a bunch of Pharrell chains, Pusha T chains as well. So Drake is sometimes very reckless with his money. But yeah, it's at the end of the day, it is what it is. He's not gonna get the money he expected, he wanted to. No one is gonna get the Rockafella chains he offered for people to overbid.